Yeah, I don't even know what to say anymore because I say the same thing over and over again. He's means a lot to this team. He's meant a lot to the 18 other teams he's played on here. Champion, Hall of Famer, in my opinion. I'm sure in everybody's opinion. And we're so lucky to have him because he's such a good teaching tool for everybody. You watch him do it right over and over and over again, and you can't help yourself but try and emulate it. And so we're real fortunate to do that and have that, and hope there's more records to come.
Todd, Kobe said on the bench, you come up to him and ask, which one is this after the assist? Is it at the point where you just assume every point or game?
Yeah. Yeah, again, I knew it was coming, and but when it's happening, and he's got probably 10 pucks at home in the last 3 weeks. So that's a real good thing for him and his family. I know not his family here, but also his family back home, his mom and his dad, and everybody else that supported him.
This game is part of a pretty dominant third period. What did you like most about the way that the group played during the third?
Well, it was a tough night for us, and we knew it would be a tough night for them. It's hard in this league to play 4 games in 6 nights. It doesn't matter where you are in the standings, what type of team you have. Especially with travel. So I thought that the Avalanche played really well. They were quicker than us. They executed better in the first period, but I don't know if we expected that to happen, but we played our way through and we got better as the night went on. The third, we kind of got our jump back and we're aggressive again. But you have to give them credit for playing as hard as they did. They are a championship quality team to push like they did in the first 2 periods.
A little bit about wait for the milestone, but the fact that it goes to Q, and of course Q has a big night, kind of bridging generations there, right? I'm not sure you guys, not lost on you.
No, it's a good point. I didn't think like that, but it's a real good point. Let's hope that we're all still here. I think a lot of us won't be, but when Q gets to that point when he's taking pucks home and waving to the crowd, that's part of being a mentor and handing it off, and Kopi's done that. I'm sure he had mentors when he started the game as well, but if he's handing it off to Q and to some other young players, that's a real good thing, and they need to grasp it and pay it back in bunches later on.
I wanted to ask you about Morsey's goal as well. We talked about some of the things that make him distinct as a scorer. Just his hands in tight there. I mean, gathering the puck, did that all in one motion.
Yeah, well, the escape, I always talk about his escape skills, and it was real evident. Grunny had a big play in it too, to be part of the forecheck and create a situation where Morsey was allowed to do what he did. But Trev is he's very sneaky, he's very quick, he's very relaxed when he's doing that, and he's got goal-scoring hands right now, and that's a real good thing for him.
For Byfield, both goals came from him positioning himself right at the top of the crease. Just how do you quantify the evolution of that part of his game, his willingness to put himself in the right areas?
I think that Q has always wanted to do that. I think he arrived here and he wanted, but he probably didn't quite understand how hard it was. And you go in there and you're not really that hard or that prepared for it, you don't get those results. You put his whole game together. Now he's confident to go in there. He has the ability to stand in and take a blow and still get a stick on a puck. Those were things that he didn't have when he first got here. Not because he couldn't do them, just he hadn't experienced it. It's the difference between junior and the NHL. That's the difference between being 18 and 20 or 21 now.
Doughty had a few good defensive plays breaking up that 2-2
Yeah.
and the pass that led to Byfield's goal. How good was it to see getting him rewarded for that?
Well, Drew plays a lot of minutes for us, and he was excited when he got the empty netter, and I bet he was excited for himself, but maybe more for Talbs, because Talbs touched the puck and Talbs got an assist. That's just the way he is. He's wired that way. You could probably go ask him which for him was the most important play or the play he was most proud of, probably breaking up the 2-on-1. Incredible stick. When he's on, his stick is so good. It's on the ice and he's getting touches or ticks on pucks, breaking things up, reading where the play is going and killing it. So when his stick is like it was in that situation. He's on.
Looking at Drew's D partner, Mikey Anderson, on Q's first goal, he has a huge play. He hounds the puck off of Quinton, one of the best players in the league, and makes the offensive play. I mean, has he just become one of those underrated top pairing defensemen in the league?
Well, we don't underrate him, but I think outside, we play in a different time zone, and not everybody gets to watch Mikey Anderson the way we do. We appreciate him as one of those top shutdown guys that every team wants and needs. And, he's willing to do that and willing to take pride in it and accept that that's who he is and what he does. And he does it quite well night after night.
You talk with Q a lot about giving himself permission to be good, permission to excel. How much of that was like snarl or aggression or using his size more? As he's gotten more confident, it seems like he's also gotten more physical.
I'm going to go back to experience, confidence, permission, if you will. Blakey and I were just talking about this. When he arrived, he would get into scrums, and a lot of times he was picking himself up off the ice. I don't know if you guys remember that. He'd be wrestling around, still doing the same thing, and he'd be on the ice, and he'd have to pick himself up, and the play was getting away. Now when those scrums are there, he's either winning it, and if he's not winning it, he's taking 2 strides, and he's still in it. Just strength, confidence, composure, all the things, all the intangibles are coming around now, and he's playing with 2 pretty good players. He knows he's going to play if he keeps an honest game up. And he's playing against the best players, too. Tonight, that's a one hell of a line that he had to play against, and he did a real good job of checking as well.
You were talking about the confidence level of Q and how much, having Kopitar around helps him to grow. Such a great leader like Kopi.
Yeah, it's mentorship. As we said earlier, Kopi had somebody somewhere along the line. He had somebody that he could turn to and feel good about when he saw him. Hopefully, when Q's doing that now, Kopi's that individual. I'm sure he is, but he can be that for, Trevor Lewis has played with him forever too, and I think that we all can learn from each other. So, we're fortunate to have him again.